Sarah, I wanted to discuss today the year that you've had as a sophomore and then look at your schedule for the fall when you're a junior. And I wanted to talk about how the classes went this year, which classes you took, and discuss then the new schedule for the fall. Can you tell me, first of all, your full name, and then tell me the classes you took this year?
You mean which classes I took this last semester, this last year?
That's right, yes.
Okay, well, my name is Sarah Gardner, and last year's courses, what did I take? Um, I took quite a few classes last year. Let's see, I had multimedia, I had a health class, I took a woodshop class, a life model class where you learn how to do cooking and that kind of thing. Um, let's see, I also had a deaf studies class where we learned about deaf way, and I had algebra and English, and then I think I had world cultures class. Yeah, that's what I had for last year's schedule.
I see. Which class did you like the best? You didn't like it.
None really. Well, maybe I like first hour.
And what was your first hour again? What class was that?
First hour I had multimedia, and that was the class with like computers and stuff like that, and it was pretty good. And then after that I had health class, and it wasn't bad.
I see. Okay. Did you did you learn a lot in the deaf studies class, for example?
Yeah, I learned a little bit.
And you didn't enjoy it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It really depends on what we did that day.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, then let's look to next year. Oh, this past year you were in sports, is that right? Which sports were you in? Okay.
Sports, I was in volleyball, basketball, and track.
Okay. Okay. Do you plan to continue the sports then this fall?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. So we'll have the sports which are after school. Are those sports after school after your last class? And is your last class then PE? Okay.
No, usually it's always after class. Like after class finishes, we'll have practice or we'll have a meet or a game then.
Okay. Okay. Tell me then about your schedule for this fall. Have you decided about that? Okay. can you remember that to tell me?
Yeah, I remember for the fall. Let's see. First, I have signed up for yearbook, and then second, I have a student aid helping with other student, kind of like a teacher's aide position. And then third, I don't really remember third. Let's see. Then we had English, and I had reading and math, and then science. And then after that, I had photography and geometry.
Oh, that's a busy schedule. Plus sports as well, huh?
Yep.
Now, as I understand, yearbook, is that going to be where you take pictures or edit it or get it ready for the year? Is that what yearbook is all about?
Yeah, like we take pictures and put it together for a book for the end of the year.
I see. Okay. Um, let's talk about your sports then. That would be after school. And if you're in volleyball and basketball and track, it's pretty much almost all year long, isn't it, that you're involved in sports?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to discuss, I think the IEP, the individual educational plan, is pretty much determined, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what your thinking is in terms of when you graduate and try to at least start to formulate an individual transition plan. That's an ITP. That will assist you in your goals for the future and what you plan to do upon graduation. Have you given any thought to your future after high school?
Well, really, after I graduate high school, my plan is to go to Gallaudet. And past that, for future plans, I don't really have anything set.
Okay, but if you then decided to go on to Gallaudet University, for example, then that kind of a transition is on to school rather than to work right away. Is that correct?
I'm sorry?
Um, if you decided to go to Gallaudet, then you decided not to work full time after you graduate, but to go on to school, correct? Oh,
Yeah, that sounds right, yeah.
okay. So we would consider that college bound, quote unquote. Um, okay, so if we go to Gallaudet University, then you're probably going to be taking liberal arts kinds of classes. Hopefully, you will have done well enough here that you will be ready to go into Gallaudet as a freshman rather than prep or developmental studies. Are you taking courses? You mentioned courses in the junior year that sounded pretty technical and pretty difficult. Is that with the goal of going on to college?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll look into that because if we can do a lot of that work now and get good grades now, then we'll have less problems later on when you get into Gallaudet and having to take preparatory courses. Okay.
They don't offer prep courses there anymore. Yeah, no more prep courses.
So then we'll have to take courses so that because there's no prep, the course will be difficult enough here that you'll go in right as a freshman. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we need to talk about the fall? Is there anything else you have questions about?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well then, we'll wrap it up then, and I appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Yep.